What's up, guys? It's Jazzy. Today I'm going to be testing out this Galaxy SlimyGloop slime kit. So this looks really cool. It looks like it's going to be like galaxy slime and like there's a bunch of glitter and different colors and stuff. It just looks absolutely really cool. So it looks absolutely stunning, beautiful, pretty, just every good adjective, pretty much. So I'm just gonna try to, that's the only thing with these slime kits is that it's just so hard to get open. So I'm just gonna try to get this open. Yeah. Like, I like testing out slime kits because it's really fun, but sometimes it's hard. Okay, this one wasn't too hard. Oh my goodness, that's a big box for this little thing. Like, it's okay, like, it's not a big deal, but look how big this box is, and it's just got this. But, like, I don't mind. It's really not a big deal. But, yeah. So this comes, I think this comes with coloring, glitter, glue, and instructions. And, like, it has, like, the stick and the spoon and this little measuring cup. Okay, I'm just going to look at the instructions before I start doing this. It also comes with sodium tetraborate, which is, I'm pretty sure it's borax. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's borax, but they just call it that for some reason. But it's borax. Okay, let's look at the instructions. Okay. I'm struggling for some reason. Okay. Fill disposable cup with it says to, okay, first the instruction said to fill a disposable cup with 0.845 fluid ounces or 25 milliliters of warm water. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, I filled this thing up with 25 milliliters of warm water. And I'm gonna just put it in this disposable cup right here. Okay, perfect. And now it says to add one, it says to add 1 spoonful of sodium tetraborate. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure this is 1 spoonful. Hold on, I'm sorry, I just don't want to mess this up. Okay, there it is. Let's do that. Alright, then it says to stir until it's dissolved. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to kind of make sure the sodium tetraborate doesn't sink to the bottom. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to set that aside now. So now it says to fill a second cup with 25 milliliters of warm water, again, or 0.845 fluid ounces, if you live in America like me. I'm just going with what these instructions say. Okay, so I'm gonna fill up this cup with 25 milliliters of warm water again. All right, now that I've got that, it says to measure and pour 0.54 fluid ounces or 16 milliliters. Oh my goodness, I sound like a nerd. Of white glue into the second cup of warm water. So I'm gonna do that. This might be a little more than what they said, but I'm just gonna pour that in. Oh, this is gonna take forever. You know what? I think I've got a way I can make this. I think I know a way I can make this not so. I think I know a way to make this not last so long. I'm gonna use. Actually, never mind. I've got my own little spoon right here, and I'm just gonna scrape it out. I know the instructions don't say anything about this, but I just thought it would be less time consuming this way. So yeah, life hack for ya. Okay. Next, the instructions say to stir with this mixing stick until they're thoroughly mixed. So I'm gonna do that. Again, I'm not quite sure how to measure in millimeters, so I'm kind of going on what it says in this little cup. Because I don't really know why. I just don't know how to measure in millimeters. Okay, I'm going to pause the video because this is going to get really cringy if I record the whole thing. Okay, now that they are thoroughly mixed, it says to not stir with the plastic spoon because apparently the sodium tetraborate on the spoon will make the glue solution start to transform. Okay, then it says to add 1 to 2 drops of blue dye. So I'm gonna add some drops of blue dye. I'm probably just gonna start with 1 drop because I don't know how strong this stuff is. Oh my goodness, that stuff is pretty strong. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start with just 1 drop. Guys, I'm having the time of my life doing this. This is so fun. Ooh, this is pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a really pretty blue. I think I'm pretty happy with this one. I think I'm pretty happy with just the 1 drop. Alright, it says to stir until evenly mixed, which I'm pretty sure which I'm pretty sure I did. It's such a pretty blue. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this 1 drop. Then it says to add half of the glitter. So I'm gonna. Okay, that's dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna cut the glitter open. Again, always be careful if you're messing with scissors. Don't be dumb like I was. Okay, I'm gonna add half of the glitter like the thing says, like the instructions say. Okay, I think that's half of it. I'm just gonna do that. Ooh, it's beautiful. Ooh, it's like a party. You know what? I think I'm going to add just 1 more drop of the dye. Because, like, I think it would just be a little bit prettier with the glitter. So I'm just going to add 1 more drop. Guys, this dye is really strong. Yikes. Okay. Ooh, this is like a party. It's so pretty. It's a beauty queen right here. Ooh, look at how pretty. Alright, let's see what the instructions say next. Okay. Now it says to slowly pour the sodium tetraborate solution into the glue solution. And it says to stir until you get the right consistency and all of the water is absorbed. Again, I just sound like a nerd reading these instructions. Okay, well, but they're actually not that hard. They're easy to follow. Okay, I'm just going to get this. Okay, we're back to the sodium tetraborate. It's kind of lukewarm now. It's not warm anymore. But, I'm just going to give it 1 more good stir. And then I'm just going to add a little bit at a time until we get a good consistency. I'm just gonna It is starting to form. Look at that. But it's kind of turning into one glob instead of like, it's kind of turning into this tiny little thing instead of becoming one big glob. It just kind of got this tiny little slime. It's pretty wet, but it's pretty cool. Now I'm going to try to get the rest of this. Yeah, I'm just going to add only a tiny bit at a time. When I get this back, when I get this one done, I will start recording again. Okay, see ya. Here's the slime, and honestly, it's not too bad. It's slightly jiggly. It rips a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's kind of squishy. And it's pretty fun to play with. The only thing is, and I'm not like complaining or anything really, but the glitter does fall out a good amount. It gets all over my hands and the table. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely not terrible. So, they also had a purple dye, so I'm gonna repeat the same steps and make a purple one, and then I'm gonna mix them together. So, I followed the same steps. Yes, I repeated the same steps, except I just used the purple dye instead. And I actually used a bowl instead of that little paper cup like I did with the blue one. It's very similar. It's kind of, I think this one is a little bit less stretchy. I think the other one's a bit stretchier. But it's very similar. It's very thick and kind of jiggly, but it's a little bit stiff. It's a little bit crumbly and just not super stretchy. It's not very stretchy, but I still think it's halfway decent. I think it's halfway decent aside from the glitter fallout. Again, the glitter fallout is the only thing that makes it not quite as enjoyable. But otherwise, I think it's decent. I really think it's halfway decent otherwise. So now, time for the fun part. Actually, well, this whole kit was really fun, actually. Yeah, I feel like this one is a bit stretchier. This one's just a bit stiffer. Okay, so we've got the blue one and the purple one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break both of them in half. And I'm going to put the blue one here, purple piece here, blue piece here, and purple piece here. This is what I ended up with. Probably not as pretty as it could have been. Again, it's probably not as pretty as it could have been, but I mean, it's still decent. Now, I'm just going to mix these together and see what it ends up like. Oh my goodness, the glitter fallout is insane. I would say the blue slime is a little more crumbly. The purple slime stays together a little better. Yeah, this is actually not mixing very well, but I guess it will eventually. Oh my goodness, this is pretty messy. Here it is mostly mixed. It's really pretty, but it's just super stiff. It's just really crumbly. like, it stays together a little bit, like, as you can see. But it's pretty crumbly and hard to stretch. It's like, as you can see, it just crumbles. I don't know what happened. The solution that I used to activate was honestly a lot stronger than what I'm used to, so that might have something to do with it. But this just isn't the best. So overall, my thoughts on this kit, it's definitely not bad. It's very pretty, and it was really easy to do. So, like, the texture really isn't that bad. It's really just the glitter fallout that really annoys me. It's really the glitter fallout that makes it not as enjoyable. But otherwise, I really don't think this kit is bad at all. Again, I really think I overactivated it. So it's kind of a fail on my part. But overall, it's really not that bad. Like, I would recommend it, kind of. Like, if you want a slime kit that's really easy to do, then this one really isn't bad at all. It does not have a scent or anything like that. So if you want to get a slime kit, but if you're like allergic to scents or something, this is a decent option. It's just so beautiful with all the glitter in it. But the glitter gets on my hands and all over the table. As you can see, it's not the best slime at like sticking together. It kind of crumbles when I squish it like this. I'm not going to give this kit a rating or anything like that, but I don't think it's my favorite kit I've ever done, but I still think it's pretty fun and decent. Like, it might melt over time because, you know, slimes do that, so. And, you know, it wasn't made with any special ingredients, you know, it was made with glue, sodium tetra borate or borax, you know. It was in color and dye or coloring, you know. It was in glitter. Water, you know, it was made with normal stuff. So I'm thinking it'll probably melt eventually. It might take a little extra time, but I'm thinking if it melts eventually, it'll probably be amazing. So, like, I'm going to have, like, in a few months or something, when this, if this melts, I'm going to have to make an update on it, because I really think it has potential. It's just so pretty. And I'm not going to waste it or anything like that. So overall, I'd recommend it. You just have to be really careful when you're activating it. But overall, I would recommend it. I'm going to stretch it really slowly and see how far it can stretch. Kind of like Flarp almost. Wonder if this is how they make Flarp. It's literally like almost the exact same texture. So I really wonder if this is how they make Flarp. Like not with SlimyGloop kits, but like the same ingredients. You know, like glue and sodium tetra borate and stuff like that. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna be quiet. I can already see it kind of tearing. Like, I don't think you can see it on camera, but if you look at it back here, it's kind of tearing. Yeah, I can see it tearing. So, if you want to make something that's more like a Flarp, I would definitely recommend this kit. It's so much like Flarp. Again, if you want to make something that's similar to the texture of Flarp, you should definitely get this kit. So yeah, it's honestly pretty decent. Well, that will conclude this video. I hope you have a great day. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I hope you all have a great day, and goodbye!